Georgia.Daniel Greysolon. Sieur du Lhut was a French soldier and explorer who was the first European known to have visited the area where the city of Duluth, Minnesota is now located and the headwaters of the Mississippi River near Grand Rapids. His name is sometimes anglicized as Duluth, and he is the namesake of Duluth, Minnesota as well as Duluth, Georgia. Daniel Greysolon signed himself Dulhut on surviving manuscripts. Early life. He was born in 1639 in Saint-Germain-Laval, near Saint-Étienne, France, and first visited New France in 1674. Exploration. In September 1678, Dulhut left Montreal for Lake Superior, spending the winter near Sault Ste. Marie and reaching the western end of the lake in the fall of the following year, where he concluded peace talks between the Anishinaabe and Dakota peoples. On the 2nd of July 1679, Dulhut planted the flag of France in the great village of the Dulhut, called as it is, a Dakota Mdewakanton town on what is now called Mille Lacs Lake. In June of 1680, Duluth heard of the capture of a Catholic priest by the name of Louis Hennepin, who had been captured by other Dulhut, among whom Duluth was living. After receiving word of his capture, Duluth set out at once to find the Franciscan priest and demand his release. Duluth bartered for the priest's freedom, but in doing so he broke laws banning trading with natives without government approval, which ultimately led to troubles back in Montreal. Lured by native stories of the western of Vermilion Sea, Duluth reached the Mississippi River via the St. Croix River in 1680 and then headed back to Fort de Bois, where he heard that jealous Quebec merchants and the intendant Jacques Duchesneau de la Duciniere d'Ambeau were slandering him. He was forced to return to Montreal and then France in 1681 to defend himself against false accusations of treason. Returning the following year, Duluth subsequently established fur trading posts to further French interests at Lake Nipigon and Fort Kaministigoyen at the mouth of the Kaministiquia River on Lake Superior, the site of the city of Thunder Bay, Ontario, probably 1684-85, not 1679 as many sources suggest, and at Fort St. Joseph between Lake Erie and Huron, which was garrisoned with 50 men. Death. He died of gout in Montreal the 25th of February 1710 and was buried in the Recollet Church. Legacy. Montreal, Quebec has a Duluth Avenue named after Greysolon located in the Plateau borough of the city. The avenue became quite popular with both residents and tourists after it was redesigned in the early 1980s. It was made to be more pedestrian-friendly with pleasantly designed sidewalks, many trees, and flower boxes. It is said to have been modeled after Woonof streets in the Netherlands and Belgium, where pedestrians and cyclists have priority over motorized vehicles, which have a reduced speed limit. In popular culture, Colder by the Lake, a theater company in Duluth, Minnesota, produced an original comic opera based on the life of Daniel Greysolon, entitled Les Uncomfortable. The music was composed by Tyler Kaiser and the libretto written by Margie Prius and Jean Sramek, all of Duluth. The work was performed in 2001, 2002, and 2016.